Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. It's getting warmer, which means it is time for no-bake desserts. I love no-bakes. They're quick, they're easy, and you don't have to heat up your house with your oven. So today we are going to make very easy keto no-bake berry bars. These are awesome. They contain no peanut butter or anything like that, so if you got nut allergies, you don't have to worry about it. They contain no dairy. So if you don't like dairy or have dairy allergies, you don't have to worry about that either. They just contain 4 very simple, delicious ingredients, quick, easy, yum. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janet'sdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while we do all that, let's get cooking. Line a 9 by 5 inch loaf pan with parchment paper. Allow the paper to hang over the sides just a little bit so that you can use them as handles to lift the bars out once they're done firming up. In a large food processor, combine 60 grams or around a half cup of coconut flour and 5 tablespoons of room temperature butter that is very soft, not melted, but you do want it very soft so that it mixes in smoothly. If you're wanting this dairy-free, you can use coconut oil or a dairy-free butter substitute. Pulse the coconut flour and the butter together just to start breaking up the butter a little bit. Then process the coconut flour and the butter together for around 30 to 40 seconds or until everything is fully combined. Scrape down the sides of the processor bowl and push everything to the center. Add 50 grams or around 2.5 tablespoons of the Chalk Zero caramel syrup or the keto syrup of your choice. You cannot substitute this out for any other type of sweetener. It does need to be a syrup. This is your binding agent. This is what's going to hold all the ingredients together. If you're sensitive to the taste of coconut flour, you can add some extract and or dry spices of choice to give your dough a little bit more flavor. I usually add around 7 grams or about 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Pulse everything together a few times just until the syrup begins to combine with the coconut flour and butter mixture. Then process again for around another 40 to 45 seconds or until everything is fully combined and a smooth dough has formed. If you need to, stop the processor and scrape down the sides of the processor bowl. You want to make sure that everything is getting fully combined in the dough. Once the dough is fully processed and you have a smooth dough, once again scrape down the sides of the processor bowl and push the dough to the center of the processor bowl. Scatter in your desired amount of the berries of your choice. I'm using around 45 grams or about a 1/3 cup of blueberries. You can use whatever berries you want and however much you think you're going to want in your bars. Pulse the berries in just a few times just until the berries start breaking up a little bit. Then process again for around another 30 to 45 seconds or until the berries are fully combined with the dough and the dough is your desired consistency. Again, if you need to, stop the processor from time to time and scrape down the sides of the processor bowl if you need to. Now, if you're wanting a little bit more of a chunky texture in your bars and you don't want the berries chopped up so finely, then just use a wooden spoon and fold the berries in. You can leave them whole or chopped if you don't want them to be finely incorporated like you would get if you process it. That's up to you how chunky you want your berries to be. I like to process the berries into the dough because it gives the dough a better flavor in my opinion. But again, that is up to you how you want to do that. If you want to process the berries in or fold them in with a wooden spoon. Once the berries are all combined and you've got your dough, the texture that you want it to be, Then again, scrape down the sides of the processor bowl and push everything to the center of the bowl. Then press the dough together and form it into a smooth ball. Massage the dough ball in your hands for about 30 seconds. This is going to test your texture. You want to make sure that your dough is smooth and that all the ingredients are sticking together really well. Remember, you're not baking these, so whatever texture your dough is right now, that's pretty much the texture that it's going to be. It will firm up a little bit once you have it actually shaped in the bars and it's chilled and all that. But as far as how it sticks together, this is pretty much going to show you whether or not your ingredients are going to stick together properly. If it seems like your dough is not coming together and not sticking together properly, then add very small amounts of the keto syrup that you used previously until your dough is completely soft, completely smooth, and everything is sticking together well. The amount of syrup that you need to use can vary slightly depending on the density of your coconut flour. Also, while you're massaging the dough, make sure that the butter is fully incorporated, fully combined. Sometimes the butter likes to hide inside the crevices of the dough and you don't want to bite into a bar and have a chunk of butter. So as you're massaging the dough, make sure that all of the butter is fully incorporated. After you've massaged the dough, if you want to, you can taste test a little bit of the dough to see if it's sweet enough for you. Some people like their dough more sweet than others. For me, it was perfect just the way it is. But if the dough is not sweet enough for you, you can add a little bit of brown sweetener of your choice. Then form the dough back into a ball and place it into your prepared loaf pan. Use your fingers or the back of a measuring cup and press the dough evenly throughout the pan. Make sure it's nice and even. Once the dough is pressed evenly, you can leave it just as it is, or you can scatter on the topping of your choice. I'm just scattering a little bit of shredded coconut and a little bit of chopped strawberries over the top. Once the toppings have been evenly distributed on top of the dough, then cut the dough into your desired size bars. I usually slice mine into 9 small bars. It's up to you what size bars you think you're going to want. Then place the bars in the freezer for at least 30 minutes or until they are firm. After 30 minutes, remove the bars from the freezer. You can eat them immediately. If you do have any leftovers, store them in an airtight container in the freezer for up to 1 week. Eat and enjoy. And that's a recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.